So, my name is Emily Bever. I served my mission in Tonga, and I started my mission in 2015, and that was the first year that Palangi sisters, or white sisters, entered the Tongan mission. And like many other missions, there's always a few challenges when something new happens, but I absolutely loved my mission. But before I got there and fell in love with it, there were a few things I was nervous about, some questions that I had. So I hope that this little video can help some prospective sister missionaries who are going to serve in Tonga or to serve the Tongan people to be a little bit more aware and informed. So there was probably 2 or 3 things that I worried most about before leaving on my mission, and that was the dress code or the clothing, the health aspects, what I would be eating, if I would be able to exercise and things like that, and then just learning the language, but I guess that's probably something everybody worries about. But I'll kind of cover some of those first items, especially the dress code. If you're a sister missionary going to Tonga, you're not going to need to go shop at Down East or any of those places and buy all the cute sister missionary clothes unless you just want them for the MTC. When you go to Tonga, there will be a separate dress code. It's a traditional dress code, and it's put in place because it's very highly respected. This dress code includes a dress that you can have made for you when you get there, so it's not a big deal if you don't know someone here in the States or elsewhere that can make one for you. It's a dress that probably will have a collar, will probably be long sleeve, and seems like it would be really hot, but you will want the long sleeves as it will protect you from the sun. The collar also protects your neck from getting too burnt, but most of those dresses are just going to be a simple, solid color. It can be pretty much any color that you want. I wouldn't recommend black, though. Then that dress will be to your knees, roughly. And then underneath that dress, you'll actually wear a separate skirt, which is a wraparound skirt, and it's called a tupenu. And that one will probably go to your ankles, and it's pretty free-flowing, so it shouldn't be too restrictive for movement, and I think it's pretty comfortable. That would be black, just solid black. And then you get to wear a traditional piece of clothing that is called a ta'ovala, and it's kind of this woven mat-like thing that wraps around your waist and your center, and it will probably go down to your mid-thigh and cover your bottom, and it is made of all sorts of material, but that's probably something that you will also get when you arrive there in the mission. But that mat is held up by a string or a rope or a woven cord called a kafa. And so that will be your clothing. Your footwear will just be a sandal or a flip-flop. You can bring sandals or flip-flops from here in the U.S. if you want some that are a little fancier and comfy. That's totally fine. But what most missionaries wear is just a cheap flip-flop that you're able to purchase on the island. And I never had any problems. I wouldn't stress out too much about it, but if you are worried about your feet, go ahead and bring some comfier flip-flops with you. I can't guarantee that you're going to have them forever. They might get taken by a dog or a person. But let's see, what's next? So that's kind of the clothing. Your hair is never going to be down like this, so you do not have to worry about styling it because there's only one style, and it's braids. You're going to braid your hair every day, so start practicing. You need to be able to braid your hair in 2 French braids. And so I know a lot of people want to cut their hair before their mission. I don't recommend that because if you go to Tonga, you're going to want longer hair so that your braids are a little bit easier. I didn't have a problem braiding my hair. I didn't know how to braid before, but I learned pretty quickly. It's pretty good motivation when you don't have a choice. It's really nice actually because it's so hot and you don't have to worry about what you're going to do with your hair, and it helps your hair grow really long by the end of your mission. Don't look at mine as an example, but the braids were great. I have no complaints there, and honestly, I feel like this was the dress code and the grooming standards were one of my favorite parts about serving in Tonga. It just makes it so much easier to forget yourself and go to work, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. So enjoy, and I hope that helps you. Other than the dress code, I just remember being really stressed thinking about how I was going to, how, living conditions were going to be, what I need to pack to stay healthy and be productive. Pretty much what they tell you in your missionary packet's fine. If you are lacking something when you get there, don't worry. People are so kind and so charitable that they'll help you to make sure that you're taken care of and you have everything you need. What else? Yeah, I would say that if you're looking to lose weight on your mission, that's probably not going to happen. But don't be too stressed about it. Like, don't be too stressed about gaining weight. The Tongan food is delicious. It may not be the most healthy, nutrient-filled food, but it's made with love. And the Lord will bless you for eating the food. Let's see. You can exercise. That's part of the missionary daily routine. Doesn't change in Tonga. There's not a lot of scary bugs and animals. There's a few, but don't worry about it. You should bring bug spray. You should bring lots of little hair ties if you have hair like mine, because everyone else just uses ribbons and the ribbons might fall out. Let's see. Anything random? I think that's it. I just have a bunch of random information for you. I'm sorry. I hope that helps. Tonga is the best place on earth, and Missionaries Tonga is the best mission on earth. So if you're going there, you are so blessed. And yeah, sorry, that's my advice to sister missionaries. You guys are awesome. Serve the Lord with all of your heart and love the people with all of your heart.